Mike Tyson, Rocky Balboa, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. All boxers deserving of their titles and hype, fictional or not. But one boxer that is equally as hype is Makunouchi Ippo! With boxing as interesting and exciting as it already is in real life, Hajime no Ippo brings forth that same exhilarating hype factor, but in an anime form. So while you're waiting for the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight to happen, let's check out an anime that can hold you over. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ocean Planet. My name is WK and welcome to week 3 of Sports Month. Today we're going to be talking about Hajime no Ippo. Let's dive in. Hajime no Ippo is an ongoing shonen manga that was adapted into an anime in 2000 and ran until 2002. It was written by George Morikawa and was produced by Studio Madhouse. Hajime no Ippo is a true coming-of-age story. Our young protagonist Makunouchi Ippo is one of those normal shonen protagonists that we were talking about earlier during the Ice Shield 21 review. He's very shy and a timid kid and usually gets picked on a lot. But one day, after a boxer known as Takamura, Ippo decides to join the leagues of boxers in an attempt to get stronger. But Ippo doesn't pick up boxing as this method to get revenge against the people that beat him up. In fact, it really is that chance to get more courage, more guts, and find out what the true meaning of strength really is. Hajime no Ippo is possibly one of the greatest sports/shonen/boxing animes to ever be made. I know this is a bold statement, but Hajime no Ippo is so captivating, so immersive, that even though it's 76 episodes, it almost feels like a traditional 25 to 26. Through its elaborate fight scenes and amazing roster of characters, you get these small aspects of good design and overall great storytelling. Hajime no Ippo does have some of the traditional tropes that a sports genre brings, but Hajime no Ippo does them so well that it fits fluidly into the narrative. Dialogue being one of the show's great aspects, as it can be funny and comedic, but can change gears and become dramatic. It's always exciting to see this young high school Ippo train from the wimpy kid and move to the ring where all stakes are on the line. And these fights bring me the same hype that Dragon Ball Z brought to me as a kid. And when the training sessions go on, they feel meaningful. Like, what move do I watch out for? What's the best way to maneuver? How much conditioning is necessary? And the list goes on and on. But everything does have a reason, and it becomes apparent in each fight. In fact, with each boxer feeling unique with their backstories and styles, I actually remember how each fight was fought, and remember some of the overall excitement and exchanges that the two had. And some of the comedy actually had me laughing whenever the members of Kamigawa Gym would do something irrelevant or comedic, like how a character will see a punch coming and wonder how to dodge it, all within a 5-second frame, or how a backstory flashback pops up after a knockdown, and oh, it's a Lollapalooza! This is what makes Hajime no Ippo a cut above most shows out there. The characters. Ippo, being this shy and timid kid, really pushes himself when it comes to boxing. And like I said, it's not for the revenge to get back at anybody, but it's actually the method for him to get stronger as he aspires to be like his dad, like other boxers that he sees out training. He always pulls out these last minute bits of guts and courage, propelling him to fight despite his beat up and worn down body during some of the actual ring matches. His ability to grow is truly amazing as each fight shows us something new from this young kid. But then you get these bits of him swooning over a girl or nervously talking to an opponent that reminds you of just how shy he really is, but how with his tenacity he breaks through it. As a boxer, he is known as an infighter and incorporates this peekaboo fighting style previously used by Mike Tyson. Pretty cool, huh? Juxtaposed to Ippo, we have Takamura, who is the loud, belligerent, perverted, and downright funniest character of the series. But this gives all the other boxers that drive and energy that is radiated from Takamura. He was originally a delinquent who got recruited by gym coach Gen Kamigawa as he saw the potential in Takamura. Since then, Takamura was easily one of the strongest boxers around. I mean, he beats up a bear. Some more comic relief characters like Kimura and Aoki also provide much in terms of support, advice, and good laughs. These former delinquents have trained to be in the position they are in now, as they weren't particularly born with the potential to be the best fighters, but through hard work, they fight with that same drive that Takamura and Ippo have. And it's always funny to see Aoki's frog punch. But every boxer needs a good coach, and Genji Kamigawa is just like that Rocky coach. His methods of training may be a little over the top, but his immense wealth of knowledge is always key to the fight that's at hand. Some of the opponents Ippo fights, like Sendo, Vork, Mashiba, all had these backstories as well, making each fight high stakes, as all the boxers are there fighting for the top, but all for different reasons. Now here's where you could get turned off completely. Animation later on in the series is phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but for a show that came out in the 2000s, the first couple episodes look like Astro Boy. But if you could make it past that, you get rewarded by an aesthetic treat that always manages to surprise you. All the fight scenes are well choreographed, changes to the characters' bodies between being beaten and bruised, and noticeable changes in muscle density always bring something new to the table. Though the setting is a little reused, it never feels dull, as the setting is changed subtly to fit the mood. Sound-wise, most of the tracks are booming and epic, with rock playing a big role. When fighting scenes are in effect, you feel the crushing pressure, but also the lightheartedness of the relaxing scenes. Suedo Imahori knocked it out of the park with these musical tracks. Opening-wise, all of the openings are fairly well utilized, each bringing the hype of boxing into rock ballads. But no other song describes this show like Understar or Opening 1. Just listen. Oh yes. Hajime no Ippo to me isn't just a sports anime that should be watched. It is a show that can't be missed, anime or not. Hajime no Ippo is one of the perfect examples of how to do an underdog story. Between its amazing choreography, comedic characters, and hype levels through the roof, Hajime no Ippo should be on your list of shows to be watched, but sooner rather than later. With all that being said, Hajime no Ippo gets an overall score of 10 out of 10. Once again, thank you guys all for watching, and now that week 3 is over, it's time to move on to our last and final week of Sports Month. I know we've been taking a little while during these breaks, but in week 4, we will be taking it higher. But until next time, keep swimming.